Hello there, I'm Scotty. We finally reached day 12, the final day of Christmas for the channel. We are talking about 12 Days of Christmas. This was a Christmas special that aired back in the early 90s on ABC and is the true story of how the 12 Days of Christmas came to be. Notice the air quotes. So, special goes like this. In a kingdom far, far away, Sir Carol Boomer, who is a bear, is in love with this other bear, Princess Melancholy. I remember her name. But he's in love with her and wants to marry her, but she has no interest in him, so he sends his squire Hollyberry to collect a list of the things she wants for Christmas, right? However, at the same time, she was going to the royal puzzle maker to get the answers to the crossword puzzle for her father. And the lists get swapped, resulting in hilarity. So, yeah. So, the basic plot, we'll start off, okay? So Carol Boomer, this big, strong, blue bear type dude, wants to marry the Princess Melancholy. I don't remember her real name, but they keep calling her Melancholy, so that's right. But she wants nothing to do with the guy, and she's melancholy, and she's like, oh, her father, the king, wants his royal crossword puzzle. He wants the answers because he's the king, he do what he wants. So she goes to the royal puzzle maker, but he also tells her to make a list of stuff she wants for Christmas. She is carrying that because she was making it, and she's going to give that to her father as well as the answers. However, during this, Squire Hollyberry sneaks in and steals one of the lists, thinking it to be her Christmas list. However, it is actually the 12 answers to the crossword puzzle. Now, you think of all of the things that are in the 12 Days of Christmas, and you're wondering, what were the questions to the crossword puzzles? But, also you look at those and you think, yeah, those aren't normal things you would want to get for Christmas, but they are, you know. So, Sir Carol Boomer sends Hollyberry out there with the first one, which is a partridge in a pear tree, and I should let you know that the partridge is the one narrating the special. Send a partridge in a pear tree, and I guess partridge is the word, but she won't leave her pear tree. Even though when she starts the special, she's not in the pear tree. And they just... So... Yeah, partridge in the pear tree, that's the first one. But, you know, Princess Melancholy, she doesn't like birds. But, you know, there's a lot of birds in here. So we get to day 2. Sir Carol Boomer declares, next day you will bring the second gift along with the first gift. So we can have every single gift with it. So the next one, of course, is 2 turtle doves. With the partridge in the pear tree. She's not happy. Then there's 3 French hens. She's teaching French to the hens. Still doesn't like it because of birds. 4 calling birds. Next. Still, she gets mad, throwing him out. And then you have 5 golden rings, which she warms up to because it's not birds. But then we're going to have a 6 geese a laying. Again, more birds. She didn't like that. 7 swans a swimming. Yes, more birds. She does not like it. And then, you know, Hollyberry's getting a little hot under the collar because Sir Carol Boomer's getting mad too. So then finally we get 8 maids of milking, which are not cows, but she still squirts them with the milk teat in the face when the birds are brought up. And then we get where it goes a little out. So it's supposed to be 9 ladies dancing, but it's nine dames a dancing, 9 ladies dancing, and then it's 10 lords a leaping, 11 pipers piping, and 12 drummers drumming. But here it's 10 drummers drumming, 10 pipers piping. It's 10 pipers piping, 11 drummers drumming, and 12 lords a leaping. And by the end of the 12, she's made a decision. Alright, all this time. But during this, of course, Halle Berry has fallen for Princess Melancholy, as the partridges talk to him. But she's made a decision who she wants to marry, and Sir Carol Boomer thinks it's him. But she's like, no, no, no. He's like, the answer is yes, 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 yes. She's like, no, 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 no. No, she's like the guy from Society. No, 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 no. She wants to marry Halle Berry. So that backfired on Sir Carol Boomer's face there. But, yeah, so that's what's going to happen. And that's the origin of 12 Days of Christmas. The animation here is pretty solid. It's 90s animation, but it looks good. I believe the late, great Phil Hartman did the voice of Halle Berry. I don't know anyone else's voice. I like the King. He kind of has that Sultan from Aladdin vibe coming from him. Sir Carol Boomer could have been more threatening, because like she chooses Halle Berry at the end, and he's just forced to accept that. This is only a half-hour special, so if this was expanded to an hour, I could see Sir Carol Boomer fighting back a little bit. Because it's a half hour, he just has to accept it. And then this is going to happen. Also, there's very creative ways that these are introduced. One of them is like an Elvis person. There's like a rock and roll dude or whatever. And someone's kind of Michael Jackson like when they introduce it. Different introductions. There's one where he thinks there's an earthquake, but it's really it's either the lords are leaping or the drummers drumming. Interesting ways to introduce these things. I love the fact that they mention that there's way too many birds in this, which, yeah, there is, and she starts to get really mad. And I love, like I said, I love the King. I love his excitement every time something pops up. He's like, oh, yes, yes, partridge, oh, turtles, oh, French hens, And the fact that the numbers that correspond with it aren't how many there's supposed to be. That's the number on the crossword. So it's a partridge, 1 partridge in a pear tree, 2 turtle doves. Not 2 turtle doves, but number 2 is turtle doves. Number 3, French hens. Not the number that you're supposed to have, but that's the way they see it, And another thing that was confusing here is that, they should figure out that something went wrong here. You got the King writing down every single thing that's brought up, and like Princess Melancholy doesn't really put 2 and 2 together. Like she's like, this is not my Christmas list. Like, well, first of all, when she gives this what's supposed to be the answers, he starts going over and says, no, that's my Christmas list. I must have misplaced the other one. But then these start popping up, and she doesn't think, oh, they stole Dad's list, and I think that's the presents. And she doesn't once tell them, hey, this is not what I want for Christmas. That's my father's, the answers to my father's crossword puzzle. Because if she did that, it would probably be over quicker. So we gotta have an half hour runtime. So, but also it could also extend the runtime if Carol Boomer doesn't accept it and keeps coming after it. Again, more pursuance, Because if this was an hour, I could see her saying she wants to be with Halle Berry, but then Sir Carol Boomer kidnapping her, and Halle Berry has to save the day and prove his worth. I can see that. Extend it an extra half hour and make it an hour-long special. You could do that. You know what I mean? But Yeah, because the whole thing is you got to make her laugh, and that's where she will fall in love, and it's Halle Berry. And yeah, so what are your thoughts on the 12 Days of Christmas? I tried to extend it as far as I could. There's not a lot to talk about with this. Well, let me know so much. Like, share, and subscribe, and now I'm done. I'm done with this. All the December planned reviews are done. But I still gotta catch up on the 2023 reviews, which by now I should be somewhat caught up on. I got a stack over here in a little closet thing of movies I gotta do, plus another one came on Peacock, which I'm not looking forward to, but I'm gonna check it out. So, yeah. So, thank you for watching. I've been Scotty, and I'll see you in the next one.